And most of these players are absolute pros. I mean, they've been around since the early days. They've perfected this game to an art form, and it's amazing to watch these guys in action.
And while I admire your spinning RTCW to the newbies who are dialed in, let's just be real. There's probably one guy that has no idea what RTCW is. He's randomly clicking on the Twitch channel. And he's like, oh, well, thank you very much for that, Sabo the Saboteur. While the rest of our viewers are all hardened veterans that are saying, you know, we've played this game before, Sabo.
We know what Village is. Come on.
But that was good. All right, Village. Yes. Well, here it is. We're back.
You gotta sell the product.
I understand that. Yeah. Well said. We're back. MP Village. I could not be more excited. I actually kind of am, because I'm dreading UFO now.
Me too.
I'm dreading UFO. I'm glad to be back on something I know.
No, UFO will be fun. It's easy.
It's kind of like Indy 4. You know, how does that happen? The first Indy,
really? You got
groundbreaking movie. The second one, a little dark. A little dark. That's actually why the PG-13 rating got invented. It's from the heart-ripping scene. The Last Crusade.
Are you serious?
Yes, yes. There was never a PG-13 rating until that scene where the heart was ripped out.
So that was too much.
That was too much.
Okay.
Scared me as a kid.
It was disturbing.
Yes, so that was the Temple of Doom. And then you have The Last Crusade, this glorious return to Indiana Jones. And then we get Indy 4 and the Crystal Skull.
With aliens.
With aliens. So that is UFO. And I'm not sold on this yet. This whole UFO alien concept in 1943, 44 is, well, now I'm not sure if I can buy that.
Well, you did mention earlier that we were kind of doing the Back to the Future thing today, which is pretty perfect because we're going forward in time.
Oh, are we?
And then we're going back in time.
Yes.
And then
like
we're going
number
back.
2 to number 3, you know, so that was spot on.
Well,
but,
you know.
Yeah, I don't know about those Indiana Jones movies.
Oh, here we go.
Where we're going now, we don't need roads.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you had some music.
We just need a train to push our car.
I thought you had the Back in Time soundtrack queued up. You're so quick about that.
Oh, I wish. Oh, I wish. Yeah, I don't have my Spotify open. That's my secret to success is just having Spotify.
Oh, I thought he was going to play like Devo Whip It.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm a devotee.
CKY. Nail, why are you wearing gunners, a hat, headphones, sweatshirt, and no pants?
Yeah, I might not be. I mean, that's like a TV news
roll.
reporter. You never know, right?
That's true.
That's right.
I've actually
I'm talking about movies. I'm stoked about this Anchorman thing.
I never saw the first one. Is that bad? Is that heresy?
It's really funny. It's funny. It's good stuff. It's, you know, Will Ferrell, he's hit or miss. That one's a hit.
All right. Well, here we are in server tonight. KiH they're really going to bring their A team. Not only do they have 6, they have their entire roster in here.
seven players.
So it's going to be 7 on 4 tonight. So if you were worried about the outcome of KiH versus Cave, I think it might be a little more certain now in our 7 on 4 matchup on MP Village. God.
It's an intimidation tactic right there. I mean, man, they just keep coming.
How would you feel, Zed? Violence solves everything. You head in server and KiH is bringing their full 7-man roster down. And you're playing by yourself.
That would be devastating in Village, especially. Because they know how to throw their airstrikes. And Zerum is just gonna crush everyone with his Panzer. Absolutely beast with it.
Well, now, Zed, you know how to throw your airstrikes quite well, too. You know, when you don't take out your entire team. Exactly.
Yes, sometimes I can get a couple of kills with the airstrike.
Absolutely. Maybe 3 members of your team and 1 member of the other team. All good. It's just, well, you know, it's one of those situations where Zed's team, they call for, you know, we're going to kill out. And Zed's just helping him out. That's all he's doing. You know, you don't need to go yourself. I'll take care of it for you.
Just don't push the button. I'll do it for you.
Yes, Zed is a team player through and through.
And we cut off the pregame, yes, I know. We rushed to MP Village, and here we stand. I should have known better. I've been doing this for years. But, Neil, you know what has happened to me?
Still haven't learned.
So much in the past.
What's that?
Is the flip side of that situation, you think you have all, or I don't know, you think you have all the time in the world and the teams just start.
Yeah.
Like, they started 5 minutes before you woke up. So I'm glad at least we have a little time to banter.
I had that. Yeah.
No, it's good. At least they're getting in the server, too. I mean, maybe one of KiH should just play for the Allies and pretend they're Zed and airstrike everybody. that would make this game go pretty quick. I don't think it's going to happen. But I'm interested because so many people are saying that, you know, Cave is just going to take to the house today. I want to see what they've learned from the last cup and, you know, if their lineup changes have really made that much of a difference.
Going back to my desktop here, you've
tough to beat them on Village.
Got some interesting pictures.
It's,
some people are definitely rooting for Cave in a knockout.
Yeah. Those are great.
Bam, bam.
Knockout.
Yeah, I don't know. I love the comments. The witty people of GamesTV.org. Yes.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people are pulling for Team Cave right here. I want them to win, but let's be honest, they're kind of the underdogs right here. They've had some lineup changes. They got Sanctity over here. This is going to be really interesting. We talked about that already a little bit. But here's the problem whenever you have roster changes. They're new people, right? You have to kind of adapt to the way that they communicate, the way that they move and operate. Even if you have very clearly defined strategies, everybody's got their own personality, which comes out in the way that they play. So, yeah, you could get the best player in the world on your team, but if they can't integrate with your team's sort of cohesion and strats and the way you communicate and move, it's not going to do as much good as you might hope or as you might think. And it's early in this tournament. I mean, this is only the second official game that Cave has played with the new lineup. So it's one of these big wild card things. I'm keeping my money on KiH just for the history and for the solid same lineup.
Sorry, I'm just messing with my config here.
It's always good to do coding during a broadcast.
Yes.
Damn right.
He's coding.
Working
I'm in my email.
Quick scripting language.
And on my phone. It's like, how excited are we? You know, playing an Angry Birds.
We're so excited. I would grab my phone and imitate you, but you know, everybody knows my crazy setup over here. I've rearranged my setup. Now I have my iPhone and an old iPod Touch, literally like propped up inside the mixing board over here, and that's my War Room coverage. It's amazing. I found out there's a TeamSpeak iPhone app, and I actually use that to plug directly into my mixing board as separate channels, so it keeps everything nice and hands-free for me, and I can focus on watching and broadcasting the game and
like
in all
myself,
of its epic, thrilling detail.
You'll need to have yourself a command center screen, which I believe is, well,
yes,
this direction. Yes. Just to, well, you got a crazy setup, and you're basically the iPhone, the Macintosh fanboy of the universe, my friend. I'm surprised you're not wearing an Apple T-shirt.
Well, you know, a little Apple head or something. Yeah, well, I'm not really a fanboy so much. I just
except that you
I switched over to it because I was working as a computer tech at the time I was at Circuit City for Firedog. That was what it was called. And I did a part-time sort of thing to help out during the Windows Vista transition. And Vista was such a disaster.
Lord.
I needed a new computer. I wanted to get something new and updated, and I was horrified by what I saw. And honestly, you know, OS X is a great OS. It's based on Unix and Linux, which I've always played with and I like. And I switched over just to see, well, what the heck, let's try it out. And I kind of left the world of gaming, and if you don't need to play games, the Mac thing works really, really well. Especially if you have other Mac devices like iPhones and iPads and all this crap. It talks to each other nicely.
You get your text messages on your Mac nowadays.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of cool. Get text and Facebook and all this stuff, and I can turn it off because sometimes
officially, according to chat, have given.
Strango says, "I crap."
Yes, you have officially given the birds and goose yet another reason to hate you. There we have it.
Understandable. Well, I'm never going to win any points with them. I tried to give the birds a little props, a little credit, because honestly, they're doing quite nicely. I'm looking at these stats again. They had 2-0 versus Team Arise in round number 1, and then later tonight in the game that we may or may not be able to cover versus Problem? Question mark. We'll see. They're kind of the up-and-coming team. They're representing the USA. I like that. And, despite that, they choose to hate me. Oh, well.
Might have something to do with, let's go back in time to some of those comments that you made during the first
Clipping the bird wings.
Yes, hide behind your cup of whatever it is you're drinking, Sabo.
Need to make a clip of that.
Every insult that you
Okay,
throw
I think we have 12 players.
All right, let's take a look at our rosters here. Finally, Cave have brought their team to the roster. We have Cliff, Sanctity, Homie, Islam, known for that lethal Panzer, so that is going to be a lot of fun. Kylie and Twist versus Feta, Sil, Osmosis, Askunjan, Zerom, and Mauman. Very strong lineups, especially on the KiH side. I like that we're seeing Islam here, ready to lock it down, and very curious to see what Sanctity can bring to the match this evening. So we're just moments away, Nail, from match start on MP Village.
Yeah, and it's going to be an epic one, let me tell you. This map goes so fast, you've got to really pay attention. No, I'm just kidding. It can go fast. Yeah, no, it can go fast, but we'll see. I mean, it definitely, the very, very first push is the most critical. Can you get to that door, the door of death, as we call it?
I gotta
if not, then kind of waste a little time.
Yeah, Zach?
Homie is like a second Feta. I mean, he is a very fast player. And if he gets on his roll, he will be freaking fast. So
well, I think I remember one game we casted. I think it was Cave, and they only had one medic pushing on offense. I think me and Voice noticed they had one medic watching for the flag. I think it was Cave, or it was Badass, but it wasn't the best village play. So as long as neither of these teams does anything silly like that, then yeah, as long as they can grab the docks.
Well, just keep in
like
mind what
European teams always go too long.
What we might be seeing here with KiH, though, these guys are the masters of the medic pain train, and we've seen them before. Sabo with that 6-man medic push right up the front of the tavern. I mean, they will do some crazy stuff, and if there's anything KiH is known for, it's their teamwork and their medic skills.
I wouldn't be surprised to see 1 lieutenant, 5 medics.
That is a hard thing to do, too. I mean, basically, you're going into the face of overwhelming opposition, and you're doing this medic sort of train. And, of course, anybody who's played Wolfenstein, which is probably all of you, you know how it is when you get revived, there's this sort of awkward lag. I don't know if it's a bug in the netcode or something, but there's this, like, clumsy feeling, and you have, like, seconds of life before you get killed again, and in that time you have to do some damage and revive somebody and then move forward. And I've never mastered it ever, and it's amazing to watch guys like KiH just plow right through a team. I mean, it's like an unstoppable wave of death, and if anybody can do it, it's KiH.
And sometimes what they'll do on, especially like a map like this, is they'll push somebody up front and then let them die, revive them, and kind of just pray and hope that the Panzer shoots that person that's invulnerable.
Oh, yeah.
And just splash damage, doesn't do anything to anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that or...
Because we know that in life, that is exactly what happens if you die. A medic will revive you, and you are invulnerable to all damage, physical or otherwise, for about 2 seconds. So that is
And when I go outside, right before I jump, I usually sprint a little bit.
It helps. It helps. Well, just like in Counter-Strike, you always got to carry the knife because you run faster with a knife.
Yeah,
Everybody knows that.
Whenever shit's going down, I know that it's not going right, I just suicide,
Yep.
We often had conversations back in TSN. What would things be like if lag actually existed in real life during sports, for example?
Oh, that would be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'd like to see somebody make a YouTube video of that. That's our assignment.
Somebody
to
would lag out,
editors.
turning to touchdown.
Yeah, let's see football with lag.
Well, it actually kind of happened last Super Bowl. We had about an hour of no power, so that was kind of a lag situation.
No power.
And we're experiencing that right now.
Like a server crash.
The game was supposed to start half an hour ago, so we're experiencing some lag, and then now we're kind of rubber banding because we're leaping ahead to the third match week. You see what I did there, Nail?
Yeah.
I see what you did there. Yeah, they're just waiting on one person to ready up, and that is... Who is it?
Yep.
There we go. Okay.
Whoever it is, he's ready now.
Yeah, I couldn't find the question mark, but here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, soldiers and soldats, at long last we are live. Welcome back to Return to Castle Wolfenstein. Tonight it's Cave. Take the offensive push on MP Village versus KiH. And we're going to get started right with a 3-man Panzerfaust kill in console. I should have been tracking him from Zerom tonight. Sabo, you've got the call. Take it away.
Oh, that was brutal. Straight out of the gate, Zerom for Team KiH. He fired that little random shot into the tunnel. Took out 3 members of Team Cave before when they just barely cleared the spawn point. That just reset the game and bought 30 seconds right there for Team KiH. First push is done. Now they're just coming right back out of the gate, and Askunjan's there, just bothering him, shooting him. He's not really going to stop that push, but he halted it again. That's probably another 30
Yeah, they're
seconds.
grouping up for the tavern door now.
That's depressing, Nail.
Yeah, they're grouping up for the tavern door, but actually Islam gets killed long range. He gets revived, though, so they have... he shoots inside the tavern, doesn't hit anybody. They do have people set up in tavern waiting, but it seems like Cave is doing split pushes. You know, some tavern, some trying through the Axis spawn. But nothing's penetrated yet.
This could be a very painful round for Cave. Things have not exactly begun on the right foot, Sabo. Starting with that 3-man Panzerfaust brutalization from Zerom. That guy is a beast. Second time. Bam,
There it is.
bam. I need to just lock it in and make this the Zerom show tonight.
That's about what it is. I mean, Nail, I think you saw it too. Cave, I don't know where they were coming from, but they were already rushing straight up through that little cemetery area. They snuck by us through Axis spawn, but Zerom was waiting for them with the Panzerfaust. Took 2 members out, and then the rest got shut down.
I've got a lock on Zerom now.
Yeah, Skunjan is covering.
Go ahead, Nail, but he is pushing and he's ready. Opens up, and of course, in tradition of all things RTCW, we spotlight him, he whips, and then dies.
That's what he always makes fun of us for. He says, whenever you watch me, I do that. But no, we have a Skunjan watching the short spawn, and he noticed people were coming already, so apparently, Zerom had backed off, transitioned over. Now it looks like, I'm not sure if they're all going short or long, but they've been trying to mix it up, and I think they honestly need to go 6 people one direction.
Oof. Islam steps right in front of Kylie's Thompson MP40 action right there. So that was a little headshot, inadvertent. We do have war room coverage, so we're going to do that. We're going to actually dial in, and we're going to take a listen to Team Cave right now on the Allied offensive push. Here we go.
Guys, go tavern way, everybody. Some shoot it first, and we rush in. Wait for spawn. It's 37 or 5.
Yeah, well, wait 5 seconds and they go.
Dialed in now, you're hearing the Allies push against the KiH Axis Fist. Here they come, bounding in.
Go.
Here it is.
Right, bam, Zerom again, double man, Panzerfaust kill.
2 on the left side.
What? Blitz still alive.
Tight.
Yep, Cliff and Twist still alive.
Try to
One
get
left,
it.
one left.
Only
Try
one
to
left.
get it, try
Nice.
to get it. Only one left.
Yeah.
Cliff's going the back
Oh
way.
no! Oh no!
Let him shoot.
We've got a Scoongeon
Oh.
inside Allied
Oh,
spawn, guys.
Revive each other.
Oh, that was so close.
We're gonna hear something nasty here in a second. Stand by.
Spawn raping with a second.
Here it comes.
Oh,
Here it comes.
no.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Watch out! A Scoongeon laying it down, and bam! Wham!
my
It's
God.
dead. Holy chickens!
1, 2, 3,
Oh my.
5-man kill.
And he's waiting
Holy
on him. He knows some
Kylie,
people got
Islam,
revived. He's
Sanctity,
waiting on him.
Cliff, taken down, and then he murders Kylie on the respawn.
Yeah, he's true.
Oh,
Let's head
no,
out of
and
war
now
room.
Zerum's probably gonna.
Oh, it's too ugly to hear it. Nail,
Yeah,
take it away. It's... Oh my. Hang it
Zerum's
up.
probably gonna come join this party. Oh, there he is.
Oh.
Okay, got another one, but it didn't get near as many people, so.
Let
That was
the
about to look like,
broadside
what is it?
begin. Oh no.
Oh, you know Merlinator's clapping, loving that one. That was great stuff.
Zed,
Oh, that was absolutely
Zed,
vicious.
you've got to be loving moments like this.
Yeah, it was just pure beauty. Just amazing.
Talk about a
6
way
man
to really
ace.
deflate a team. We have another tavern push here now. It's not over, all right? Not over. Cave have been knocked on the rope. Sabo, they've been hit with a gut punch several times and then spawn raped twice. But the match on Village ain't over yet. 4, 3, 7 on the clock. Sabo the Saboteur, take it away. Round 1, set 1.
You know, despite all these spawn rapes over here, they've made some progress. Here comes the push to the door. Cave,
Oh,
Islam with
shot.
a beautiful 2-man panzer. Here
Four.
comes, we got 1, 2, 3, probably 4 members of Team Cave Allied push coming through the tavern. Good medic push, good revive train going on. I think they're going to finally make it into the flag. In fact, they've cleared the room, and the flag is touched by Kylie over there. We got 4 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock, so we're kind of short on time. But finally, we're seeing a little bit of basement
nice grenade.
penetration on the part of the Allies.
Now they've got the flag. Now we're moving into phase 2 of the offensive Cave, and now we're going to see the Axis fall back into their defensive positions here by the Crypt Nail.
Lots of great airstrikes going on so far. Lots of spam. Looks like Homie is the sole engineer for Cave, so if they keep on getting airstrikes like that, he's going to get a plant soon. They don't have one down just yet, but right out the bat, they know the spawn time. They're throwing grenades, airstrikes, everything at that gate, just trying to peg people down. Looks like there's not very many people alive in the crypt. But yeah, these airstrikes, just one person at a time. There he goes again. Slowly but surely,
Yeah,
they're pegging away at him pretty good.
We had an engineer for Team Cave. I didn't see who it was. He ended up getting shut down. Cave medic Cliff over here was trying to get the revive, but there's just constant pressure. Like 1 or 2 people keep streaming in from Team KiH, just enough to shut down this push over here. We have no engineer. There was dynamite down. It sort of faded off into the mist, and we were waiting on Homie to get back. Nail.
Here he's planting a green light, and there it goes. So that's going to blow up at the 11-second mark. Right now, actually, they're still running a offensive Panzer. They might want to drop that just to get an extra airstrike, because the Panzer doesn't do too much going up those ladders.
Incoming.
But we have Zerum coming
Incoming.
with
Zerum the engineer. Pliers are out. Bam!
Grenade.
Shut down by a nice grenade. Well played and well timed. But there's Osmosis.
Here comes another.
A second engineer in place, in place, in place. He
There it
got
is.
it. Defuse is
Just
made,
behind.
and there's another uppercut to the face of Cave tonight, Sabo.
Man, that was ugly.
3 engineers is what
got
they
shut
had.
down over there. Oh, it was a 3. Wow, what? That's a very unusual, very risky push, I think, on the part of Team KiH. I mean, if they weren't able to disarm that dynamite with 3 engineers, kind of a weaker character class with a single purpose, that could well have hurt Team KiH, unless the
They
spawn
were
timer was
pretty
in their
confident.
favor. They could have killed that.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Zed. Go ahead.
Maybe.
They had just grabbed the flag for a hot second, too.
Yeah, Allies spawned tank, and they had 3 guys at the flag, so they didn't have their full roster near the flag, so that's why they were ambitious with the 3 engineers, and they got defused with them.
We're coming up quickly here on our 1-minute warning. Let's track Zerom very quickly if we can get to him in time. There we go.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, figures, yeah.
He missed. Zero jumped down into the wine cellar. He was setting up for this massive kill. He shot. I think he got 1 kill on it. Didn't really happen. We've only got 1 minute and 5 seconds left. I'm seeing explosions all over the courtyard here. It's the Allies just trying to do anything they can to disrupt the defense here. But I see Betz, Serum, and at least one other member of Team KiH, Malman, over here, just protecting, focusing on one thing only, which is going to be the crypt. Because at this point, it don't matter. As long as the dynamite doesn't get blown up, there's no chance for Team Cave to get the time set right here in round 1.
It's basically time for them to hope that they can hold off KiH for the solid clock on Village.
Which it can happen. It can totally happen.
Oh, we've seen it before. Many times, over and over.
Never.
We'll find out very quickly what KiH can do. Cave not going to stop, though. They're going to try to go for the plant regardless. But it's not going to happen as we come up here in the final 10 seconds of round 1 and set 1 of Cave versus KiH. And our third match week leaping ahead in time. 3, 2, and a 1. So roles are going to be reversed. There's your anthem, and the clock is set to 10. We'll pull up the scores. Nail, break it down.
Yeah, so, I mean, not surprisingly, there was, being on defense, you're going to have the edge, usually. So they had, the heavy hitters of Zero, Muskunjan, Sil, Osmosis, everybody, almost the entire team above 10 kills. What really opened it up, though, on offense for Cave was when they all pushed to the tavern, and Islam got 2 people with his shot. I was watching KiH. They don't really stand near each other, but the one time he shot, somebody just happened to be moving back and forth. They bounced off someone's face, killed another one, and from there, they didn't really lose a flag except once. So I think if they can figure out their offensive pushes at the very beginning, not get spawn camped or 3-man panzered, they will have 3 extra minutes on the clock. That's kind of how long it took. But here on offense, I would expect to see KiH do the 5 or 6 medics. Absolutely.
I think Serum just got really, really lucky right there, because that initial shot into the courtyard is more or less a prediction rocket shot. Your timing, you don't really have a good lock on any sort of target right there. And it was just pure luck and fortunate for Team KiH to take out 3 members of the push with a single panzer right off the spawn like that. That's, there's nothing you can do about that as Team Cave. It shuts you down for 30 seconds to a minute right there. Resets the game, if you will. But more importantly than that, I think it really deflated them, because they were just sort of struggling to get it back together at first, and they lost a lot of time like that before they finally made it through the tavern. Nail?
Yeah, and those are going to happen because Zerum knows how fast he has to get out of the spawn to do that initial shot, when he has to shoot it. And it is one of those, it's a catch-22. Like, if you only hit one person, then he's going to have to run from the access spawn to the tavern and hope that he has his charge ready for when they come in the door.
Oh, yeah.
Because you only hit one person, and they have, at least 5 coming. Whereas if you hit 3 or 4 people, then, you don't have to worry too much.
Then
you shut down that very first, charge. So it can be nasty. If all the allies just split up, they only jump one at a time, that's how they can avoid it.
Well, here
then
we
it
are.
slows down their push.
Roles have been reversed, and KiH are now on the offensive push here on MP Village tonight. Poor Zed had the... Zed, what's going on, buddy?
No, go ahead.
All right. Here we go. KiH rolling in.
KiH
medic. 5 medics, 1 soldier. It is the KiH medic train rolling in and rolling in hard. We don't need ammunition. We're just going to keep reviving over and over and over and over.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, well, kind of shut down this time. It's hard to see. Let's head out to the flag, and it is successful. Askunjan makes it happen, taps out, and here come the assault classes here tonight, Sabo. So that is the 5-man, 1 soldier push. 5 medics, 1 soldier, the kind of thing we expect to see from KiH.
I
we got a green light.
Just about over. Already green light, and it's going to go red. No, the engineer is taken out. Luckily, we got Malman, engineer, or medic going to revive the engineer. Shut down
almost.
Again. No! Oh, my goodness.
Almost.
Osmosis is blown up. No,
In a moment of invulnerability, he's alive and makes the plant. So we've got the plant on the crypt. Can they defuse? Nail, take it away. Unlikely. KiH is really hitting hard.
That was hilarious. He was getting blown up, killed, blown off the thing every time. He finally got the plan down. Let's see. Do we have engineer for Cave? Yes, we do. Kylie, come